Now, polling stations have opened in Kenya as the country votes for a new president and members of parliament. The campaign has been dominated by the cost of living crisis and high unemployment. Former Prime Minister Raila Odinga is ahead in opinion polls, followed by the Deputy President William Ruto. Voting was suspended in 4 areas on Monday after electoral officials held improper meetings with candidates. Our correspondent Mario Muller is at one of the polling stations in Nairobi. Good to see you, Mario. How's the situation in Kenya's capital this morning as voting gets underway?
Hi, Terry. Yes, I'm here at Kibera Primary School. Kibera is the largest informal settlement in Nairobi, and people have been queuing here for quite some time. I spoke to someone who told me he's been here since 4 a.m. Polling stations are open since 6. Now, actually, everybody's getting a bit excited because one of the 2 presidential candidates is about to arrive. His security personnel has just arrived, also some electoral observers. So, yeah, I spoke to a young voter who was very excited as well. He says it's the first time he's able to vote, and he hopes to bring fresh blood into this political system. So yeah, the mood is still relaxed, but people are getting a bit excited now.
Talk to us about the 2 leading candidates, Raila Odinga and William Ruto. What do they stand for?
So this is actually a real nail-biter because these 2 candidates have been very close, neck on neck, in the most recent polls. Until now, it's clear that Raila Odinga is in the clear lead. But Raila Odinga is the veteran opposition leader. He's been active in the opposition movement since the 1980s. He's spent years in jail in his fight for multi-party democracy against then ruler Daniel Arap Moi. He has been in the forefront of this movement. That's why he's widely respected. He has a huge followership as well. So now he even enjoys the backing of the current president, Uhuru Kenyatta, and he also hopes to garner some of the votes of the Kikuyu community. This is the ethnic community that is traditionally backing the president. So Raila Odinga hopes to also have some support of them. And this support is actually why the other presidential candidate, William Ruto, the deputy president, has been sidelined. He's been deputy president over the last 9 years. He has positioned himself as an antidote to the Uhuru Kenyatta and to the Odingas because he says he is not from an old elite family, he's not from a dynasty as he calls it, and he represents the needs of the poor. He calls himself a hustler, and he says he wants to improve the situation of those struggling because of the high food prices.
So those are the candidates. What about the issues, Marion? What's at stake in this election?
Yeah, so I already just mentioned the biggest issues are at the moment the high food prices, the growing inequality and unemployment. So Kenyans are really frustrated and actually desperate. They say they have been struggling with the situation for far too long. The situation has actually also gotten worse because of a drought that's devastating. 4 million Kenyans are on the brink of starvation at the moment. The food insecurity has been exacerbated by the war in Ukraine, and also the country is still grappling with the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. So these 2 candidates offer solutions or try to make that point to the public here. William Ruto, for example, he says he will offer a hustlers fund, how he calls it, $420 million for small-scale traders. And Raila Odinga says he will offer $50 per month for each vulnerable Kenyan. Just now, the presidential candidate is arriving. Maybe we can catch a glimpse. I think he's still too far. Let's have a look. People are getting very excited. And this is where he historically used to vote, so people have been waiting for that. You can see, can you see the puppet there? Right. There's like some people in uniforms. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but okay. we will catch some pictures for you and show you later.
Great. Mario, thank you so much. Our correspondent Mario Muller there, reporting from Nairobi.